checking things out. Okay. So I'll have to make another one of these. Alright, it's June. It's funny how I had a title for this. Spiritual Psyop. So all you can do with this is just observe, and that's about it. You might see whatever it is that doesn't feel right or seem right. Obviously, the majority, the kids, are pulled into it because it's, you can see the numbers. If they're so sophisticated, why did they join that crap? Why did they join a spiritual psyop, or whatever you want to call it, hijacking, soul hijacking? So yeah, some things I guess you just have to put out there, but just because it says it's not Scientology doesn't mean it's not. Let's put it that way. Well, a version of it doesn't mean they're members of it or anything, but it's I have to go there just for now. Then I'll shut up. But you have these small spiritual splinter groups or something like that, and using looks to manipulate. And there's like a soul hijacking there of like on the parents' side, oh look, you're just like us, you're cool, you're hip, you're whatever the fuck it is, and just taking people for a ride on a mass scale, and you can see the numbers of it. And maybe they cross the line, that's why they get kicked off of YouTube and stuff, whatever. But still, the numbers are pretty high for that kind of nonsense. And it's, and using like, of course I could be talking about anybody, but using like a death of a mother as a manipulation, because I don't think the entity even gives a shit about that. But uses that because I think the mother lost the war when the thing came in. So on the surface, they might like cool people and all that, but when you start to see on a different lens, looks are not everything. But most people aren't going to see it. Obviously not, because unless those numbers are all inflated and shit, and there's just a bunch of nobody there, which there's. Yeah, it's quite sophisticated how this it's called spiritual warfare, and obviously the majority are just not quite there yet, and they're not supposed to be, but that's just how it works. They just, as long as the vessel, the human that they're using is, hey, hip, like almost like a modern Jesus in some ways. Maybe not on the powerful level, but manipulation-wise, and just taking people for a ride. Just you're not seeing it, just not. But all you can do is observe, and that's it. You can't say anything. It's like, people are fucking gone mentally. It's like, I just go after you. That's it. So what's the point in that? So, on a higher level, obviously, there's a lot of observation of it and how it works. I'm just bringing it up because I'm not being clear about anything, like the fuck I'm talking about or nothing. You can just speculate about it. But on a galactic level, it's all being seen, but how that's like, why is that allowed? Well, because the people have to learn. And, I do get the energy like a splinter group. Yeah. So entities can, so you have people that incarnate, obviously. And how does that work exactly? It's like, the spiritual warfare, so, people have their kids and all that, and there could be like, well, this person fits the, we can use this person, use their looks, use their charisma, whatever, to manipulate the shit out of people. So, just And then so on a non-physical level, they go on the attack. They, reptilians, who are Archon, whatever, the bad people, bad beings, whatever, Illuminati, whatever. And so they go and do whatever they can to take that soul and replace it with their stooges or whatever it is. Of course, they still have some. I mean, no one's gonna notice on a physical level. I mean, unless you drastically change, like your one, but they want all those mannerisms. They want all of that. It's like kind of like they clone the soul, kind of something like that. It's like they want all the friendly, yeah, because they observe. Like, oh, this person's, they got friends, and see how it's like, we can just, and it's almost like a decoy in some ways. They kind of, it's fucked up. I mean, you talk about the secret space program. It's one way. It's funny, those that talk about the secret space program, some of them have been hijacked and fucked up and taking people for a ride. And your viewers have no fucking idea. Some do, most don't, obviously. If that was the case, they wouldn't have anyone watching it. If anyone is watching, maybe it's all been inflated, it's all whatever. We'll just say that there are people that are pulled into it. Well, they have conventions and stuff, so people just, I don't think all those are fake people. Maybe they are. A lot of them are talking, whatever. No one's perfect. But, sorry, it's like, it's kind of like having a mole. It's like, it's weird. It's like, so like you have beings that obviously incarnate here to have a life here. But some are kind of like, I guess like gray souls, I guess. And then the archons and wherever it is here, they switch it out. It's like, okay, you have charisma, you got friends, you're cool, you're like a mini Jesus, whatever. And so we switch it out and put in, our minister of magic or whatever the fuck it is. And, they give it years to, and like there is a galactic war to stop it, but there's some things I guess they just can't stop. Can't stop everything. Yeah, that's a weird thing. So on a galactic level, and there's some. I mean, I imagine they have stopped others in the past. They can't stop all of them. That's a weird one. It's like there's some things you just. Yeah, it's like this area you just don't, like on a physical level, you just don't mess with it. You know what I mean? It's like it's better you just don't know. It's like I know people want all this secret information and all that. You hear about that, and that's one of the red flags too. And when there kind of some red flag terms, it's hard to pick up on it. New information is always a fun one. It's like, why do you fucking talk about new information? New information. This shit's like thousands of years old. It's like, I don't think there's anything new. I mean, I might be discovering it maybe. There's nothing new. So anyway, that's a red flag. But it sounds nice. There's no information though. It's all bullshit. Well, and use spirituality as an entertainment to, they don't even care about the entertainment side of it. And that's a red flag, but obviously the audience is just not seeing it. So, and yeah, they're minions here to, you can say it's even on a kind of a messed up galactic, religious, scale to manipulate society. It's like it's done religiously. Like your elites are big on religion, so that's like Illuminati. It's like I said, there's areas you just don't go there. I mean, you could talk about it sort of, but there's lines you just don't cross. I crossed them before. I got fucking major attacks, but not some of the fucking bad. Even Arab probably. You don't want to mention names, so. But yeah, it's that doesn't do any good anyway. And it's just like soul hijacking. Yeah, so you just observe it. So I'm just mentioning it. Just I'm being encrypted, but you kind of have to be, just for. Well, that's their own journey to figure things out. For those that want to figure out, as my numbers dwindle into nothingness. not enough spiritual entertainment, not enough secret space program stuff out there. Well, there's some. I mean, it's happening right now. Obviously, many are not picking up on it. No, it's not happening. Some are picking up, but the majority not happening. Well, because it's put on this friendly persona. It's all this, the modern Jesus type vibe, some version of that. Just hitting on all the manipulative buttons. Oh, I got issues too, and we can all relate to each other. I'm young like you. I'm young hipster. Similar, that's why I mentioned Scientology thing. It's kind of similar to that. Well, it's not that, but it's somewhere hip. This new hip spiritual awakening and whatever. Surrounded by people that look like they're in a fucking cult. Toxic, and I wouldn't say it's Charles Manson level, but not to that level, but has everything but the violent side of it. But still has all the other stuff. Yeah, remove the violent side, and but everything else, all, I'm on your, we're on your side, we're on the same level. I believe you, and all this nonsense, and still, So, just put it out there. You have to kind of put, I've talked about it here and there, but you have to kind of put it out there just to, for reasons. Not that it's going to fall apart. Far from it. It probably gets stronger. Oh, yeah, my numbers will dwindle, and those will get stronger. And it's like, you just put your 2 cents out there. People don't care. And it's like, okay, I do what I can. As long as so far I can go with it. And when the exit opens up, I'll see you guys later. See you on, this world is, it's whatever it is, Maybe it has some hope, maybe, I guess. We'll see. I don't know. It's just, these things have to play out. So, it's like, you put it out there so somebody find what I'm saying here, just instantly shut it off, like, the truth hurts, and denial and whatever that's going on there, and just delusion, maniac is more attractive. And this is galactic warfare. This is this isn't on an alien level, because the aliens are there are ones obviously trying to help, but obviously the bad guys are winning in a lot of ways. In some regard, I mean, they're making, I don't know, I don't know what you call it, just, the framing personas they put out there and everything, it's working. Let's put it that way. The spells are working on their end. Their souls might be just deteriorating, but the persona is working. Their souls might be just turning into ash. But either way, the engine is still in a full operation to some level. Well, yeah, I guess it's similar to like the televangelists. Yeah, it's similar to that. It's more downscale. It's more simplified. But yeah, you could say that. It's more, I guess, grassroots is somewhat more alternative. It's not all splash, but it's similar to that. It's kind of the worst kind ever. The worst kind of spiritual televangelist. That's in the alien spirituality, where it's so like common man, and it's such a manipulative. It's more because televangelists, they used to walk around, $1,000 suits and all that. And even in spirituality, you see some of that. But when it's so simplified, just their everyday person. And it's just really kind of cuts right into the vulnerability of those that want something alternative. You're getting high too. I'm getting high. We're all getting high. Whatever. And just like, fuck you, assholes. Gotcha. And you don't want to hear it. And I say something about it. I'm the villain or whatever the fuck it is, or whatever the fuck. They're all getting high together and just whatever. At the bonfires or whatever the fuck they're doing. It's just it's so it's orchestrated, but in such a common man form that your majority is not saying it, obviously. And whatever. It's all, like I said, it's all about looks, and just I think looks probably play the biggest role in it, where it's so common man. It's just such a, because it really hits under the belt when you think about it. Because if it was like too elaborate it's just too, if you're on a Gaia TV show or something, when you're just a grassroots, kind of like an indie musician. It's kind of like that. Just etches in, just versus like the vulnerability, the common man, just etches right in. It comes in. It's like you're letting the vampire in, and it works. And the majority just don't fucking see it. I imagine there are many who do see it at some level, but it's not sophisticated. So it's not like there's going to be a mass exodus of that. I seriously doubt it. You never know. But that's that. You want secret space program stuff. I guess I should put that in the title. Because that's what it is. It's like, but it's coming from on a friendly place. A place that says, oh, we're exposing the secret program, yada, yada, yada. When actually they are it. And they're putting the fuck out of the audience, and it's working like a charm. And people are questioning. Some are questioning, but obviously not enough. The numbers just keep on increasing. Oh man, you're cool. It's kind of like an indie musician. Yeah, it's like very down to earth, cool. Just dressing down, just enough just to get you. It's almost like a serial killer in some ways. So, I talk about it, just like I say, fuck you, whatever. That's, welcome to reality, right? But at least it gives some insight into it. I think I went about this in different ways. This is, something's happening astrally, obviously, mentioning it. Fucking it. Not that it's going to be exposed, I seriously doubt it. You never know, but so far, not happening. So, it's comfort. It's, just the easy right in. Just fucking amen. So, they might pick this up, years down the line, maybe. Or maybe 100 years down the line. What were they thinking, huh? Why didn't they see it coming? It is very sophisticated, and the most simplest ways, it's just, like I said, it's right, it's like it's hitting a blow, it's hitting every vulnerability of relatability. It's just, many aren't gonna fucking say it. It's like, yeah, you're cool as me. It's like, wait a minute, are you fucked up? Really, are you? It's like it's in denial too. I think it's like, if you do pick up on it, but they look, I feel like those that are close to the thing, I would say some are in denial of what the fuck they're around. Well, because it's popular, it's down, it's hip, it's part of the, yeah, it's fucked up. So secret space program stuff's happening, and people in the faces of people, and they're not realizing it on such a level of, like I say, normalcy, or the common man, where it's just not. It's kind of like under the radar. It's like, they might talk about exposing the secret space program, and we're here to save everybody and bring more knowledge, and they come to find out the one's doing it's a pile of garbage. It's like a soulless, maggot from the lower dimensions. Just having a blast. What the fuck? So, it's not like when it's like, I don't know if it's ever going to be fully exposed. There's been exposés here and there, but nothing that fucking works. It's too common, man. It's too down to earth to get that to get that treatment. But you are seeing secret space program stuff happening here in a way that's such a manipulative way that it's hard to grasp it. It's like, no, that can't be true. That no, we're friends, we're all buddies or whatever, and I can relate. It's like, no, this never be. It's like, maybe in 10 years or 20 years might pop in here, maybe never. But whereas I mentioned the Scientology stuff, because that's because all the controversies and all that, it's kind of known. But when you remove all that, it's an alternative religion that people are looking for. So the same thing with spirituality, same thing. It's not saying it's a religion, but it's kind of acting like one. And so it's a more cult like, as I mentioned it. It's all you can do is put in your, like I say, your 2 cents, and most are probably going to throw it back at you. Because that's been going on. Because it's the truth is very difficult to. It's, I would say, like a life change. It's like when you start accepting that. It's first like you got to realize it. It's like you're being conned. Is like you have to figure out the con. It's not taking your money, it's taking your energy, it's taking your belief system and weaponizing it. It's like blocking you from you, which is really fucked up. And they say, oh, don't talk about it. Just like, and that's true. But some areas it feels like it needs to be mentioned to some level. Most don't give a shit. Yeah, but there are ones not to cross, because trust me, I've done it before. Not doing that again, but because they snap. Yeah, because you mention names, and even if it's still like not the full name, but like a first name, enough to just it's all out attack. No, I've dealt with it. Yeah, I got reptilian attacks in the past. This is like years ago, like a long time ago. Like they really hit you with everything they got. And it can go on for a couple of days too. So, and talking about it, I think helps. It might freak some people out, but because you can't prove it physically. But you say one thing one day, and the next day, bam, they got you coming after you. So it's like, that's not a coincidence. So, and you see the true, in the past, it was a feline being that attacked me, and here I'm big on cats, but it was like I was a bad cat, bad kitty, bad. So. Yeah, and that's so getting like to see this stuff physically, like you see the alien beings like on different levels. Obviously, it has to be like this for right now. I don't know how if it ever show up physically. It just has to be. That's what makes it so freaking pain. Makes it such a pain in the ass. Even like in a human level, you can see stuff here physically, right? But you can't do a whole lot about it either, right? The government and all that, whatever the fucking is. So on a non-physical level, it's a little more complicated because you can't fucking see it. You can feel it. You can go through it. Something's going on. Astrally, you're not that clueless, but you just, not that you need to make anyone understand anything. Yeah, who cares if they believe it or not? Like, even all this, who cares? Yeah, who gives a shit? Fuck myself, don't give a fuck anyway. Fuck why? You got the hipsters out there, the majority that's just, getting high all the fucking time. Lost as a motherfucker. For now. You can still be high and be aware. They're aware, but not aware. Like they're, I guess it's kind of like sleeping with the enemy to some level. Kind of. Yeah, I would say it's a lot like that. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, because it's vulnerability. Because it's, like I say, the common man stuff. And it's hard to believe it. And, I can't mention names. Like I said, I won't do any good. I just get attacked and I won't do any good. So some have to just figure it out on their own. And it's just, because it pops up in your whole reality. And just you're not the same. ever again. And that's part of the growth of it. Yeah, it's like if you're on that path of figuring this out, you evolve this at some point. If you need to know, if you're pulled into that web, yeah, because they're just using all this alien stuff and all just to keep people buried within not knowing themselves. Yeah, just focus on the SSP shit. Just focus on all the shit you don't need to focus on. And we're just going to keep you figuring yourself out. Yeah, just get into all the drama, all the toxic garbage you don't need to know. That doesn't matter in this reality. Like you're healing your parents' energy, manipulations there. Yeah, not being loved enough from family. You might have kids that are crazies or wonder why that's happening. Well, if you've been on a personal level, entities. Well, see, that's the other thing. So entities are trying. So, and that's part of, I guess, part of the Secret Space program too. So you incarnate here. Why is never always the easy answer. It makes sense on an individual level. You'll figure it out. It's not the same for everybody, obviously. It's not just here to punish you. It might seem that way, but it's those lessons that are not learned on a higher level. It's like you get to know more of yourself, obviously, right? Maybe not anyway. It's like there's entities trying. We'll just keep this just one scenario, but like entities here want to take your soul, right? They want to take your power, and so you come here. I guess you can say you're testing yourself. I mean, that technically that's true. I think there's more to it than that. But entities here, alien beings, want to take your soul, and like you have a kid that's kind of out of control. It's like, when is this happening? Well, if you're not with, like you're not aligned with yourself to begin with, like you're getting close to being, like, yeah, you're getting close to being taken over, which is kind of fucked up saying that. It's like they're just trying to. I mean, of course, the kid can also be there to tell you, just hang in there, get through this. I know I'm a pain in the ass, but you can do this. Yeah, it's fucked up. Even if the kid's a pain in the ass, sometimes they have health issues and all that. But they're not there to torture you. They might feel like they're torturing you, but they're actually helping you on your journey. Like your kid, yeah, might be like an actual alien being, but they have all these issues here, but they're helping the parent, overcome their fears, overcome their inner conflict, and come more into themselves. And it's easier said than done, instead of just like going through the victim stuff. Because that is a galactic warp. Yeah, because basically, there's a lot more to why you would incarnate here, but it's kind of deep stuff when you think about it. Not everyone's going through. Well, everyone's going through their own deep, rabbit hole, as you say. But there are entities there to grab the soul and just to take your power and manipulate the shit out of society. Just keep it up, keep the system going, keep this, keep the machine of manipulation going on forever. Just do a world reset and just keep manipulating society over and over again. So the idea is to incarnate here to stop it. But of course, you have to go through your own difficulties and bravery to overcome your own inner conflict to rise up. And it's not easy, obviously, because they try to. And like situation I was in, like someone that I was trying to connect to, but just let herself go. It's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna live in hell and just fuck it. It's like, okay. Even when the higher self saying, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, get off your fucking ass and grow the fuck up. It's like, nope, I'm gonna just be nothing. Goddamn. And the higher self's all pissed off and mad at herself, I'm assuming. Like, you can be so much more here, but no, instead I'm just gonna live this, whatever the fuck it is, life. Whatever. You can't, whatever. It's conflict of interest, right? So yeah, it's a war zone. But you can't let others take it. And that's a test on yourself. You can't let someone else take you down. It's fucking hell planet. So, there's a lot of levels to this place. Why we're here, yeah, it's questionable a lot of times. Like, what the fuck would they? Yeah, because somebody gets so easily hijacked here. It's like, what do I come here for? Is somebody getting pulled into all this nonsense? Like, that's not working. It's not doing any good. I mean, for some, that's great. Majority, tell me fuck off. So it's like, okay. Yeah, it makes it you can't focus on that. But it's like, damn, dude. It's like, and they keep you here. It's like, maybe after you die, maybe they'll say, oh, well, it started snapping. And like, no, probably not. Because that doesn't happen. I'm still here. So being here must have some kind of purpose. So, this is the secret space program, you can say technically. We're living it. We're just not quite seeing how it, the other side of, seeing your own, like, fuck, you're already living it already. It's just, decoding it, you can say, figuring out more. Some are figuring out, oh, I got it all figured out, but yet you're part of like some kind of, Charles Manson cult or some shit. That's not to that level, but borderline. I ran into a couple of those already. Yeah, they're not at the violent level, but they have everything else. There's a couple of them. Obviously, many of them out there, but obviously most people aren't talking about it. Yeah, because you just don't cross the line. It's fucked up. Yeah. So anyway, going into the next month, I guess, you can only put this out there so many times. So we'll see how it goes. Throughout the rest of the month anyway. All right, take care. And, blessings.